Hello and welcome everyone, welcome to a first raw, my first look series. Today I'm having a look at Dragon Age Inquisition. BioWare and EA were very kind enough to invite me up to a preview event a week or so ago, and I've got about an hour's worth of preview footage to show you. So let's crack on with a new game. We're showing you character creation, game settings and plenty of gameplay from an area called the Hinterlands. Various, embargoes and restrictions, and they obviously don't want me to show you too much of the story, so I won't be showing you any of the prologue. But we're going to jump right in with the game and go for character creation. For male, so you've got a choice of various races: human, elf. We've also got dwarf, and the final one I forget, so I'll have to wait until its name pops up because I'm adding this commentary to this after the recording. I managed to go up and record had about a 4-hour play session from the preview, which is, there we go, Quinari. Oh, pretty cool. For the demo though, I went quite boring. I went for a human. I don't know why. I always just like to kind of look normal. I don't know. That's just kind of the way I roleplay. But feel free to throw in the comments which race you're going to play as if you're going to get Dragon Age Inquisition. This is quite a different game for me to have a look at, but and I was a bit kind of skeptical at first, but my god, I got addicted to this very, very quickly. Now looking at the class selection, so we've got Rogue with dual wield. So some of the classes are separated into kind of different subclasses with different weapons that they can use. Rogue Archer, or kind of more of the starting weapon. It doesn't actually stop you from having the other weapons, you just have to pick them up. So you've got a Rogue with dual wield, a Rogue with as an Archer, you've got a Warrior two-handed. I like these cards and art style, looks pretty cool. And then we've got Weapon and Shield, which will also be for your Warrior class. And then of course we have the magic wielding mage class, which I actually might give a go if I do my own let's play, but I always quite like being a rogue, so I went for a rogue with dual wield. And now you get to choose difficulty. You've got casual, got normal, hard, and nightmare. I like that they've called it nightmare. It just sounds awful then. I went for normal because, if I'm honest, and some of you will probably know this, this gives me kind of a little summary, a character summary. So, as the youngest child of the Trevelyan noble house, you grew up as a free marcher in the free marcher city of Ostwick and have enjoyed a life of privilege. With close family ties to the Chantry and many relatives... Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't have a chance to finish reading it all. There we go, we're going to continue. There we go. Many relatives among the priesthood and the temples. Oh no, there we go. Oh dear. So we're jumping right on in, and so here is the character creation. You can customize your appearance, mainly just focusing on facial features. You can't change like the stock or the build of your character, but now I'm just going to be going through it and showing you various head options and customization. While you're having a look at that, so I'd let you guys know. I've played a little bit of the Dragon Age series, but not anywhere near as much as I'd like, and in fact, playing Inquisition has made me go back and have a play of the others, or at least since playing this preview, attempt to go and have a play of the others. So this was a relatively new experience to me, which you'll probably see through my probably lack of Dragon Age combat skills. But hopefully throughout this this first raw preview, those of you that are unfamiliar with my first raw setup, first raw is just the kind of series name I call my first look, or my preview series, my first impressions on my channel. If you're new to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button, hit a like on this video if you enjoy it. Both new and old subscribers, please do, much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment what your thoughts are about the game if you're looking forward to getting it. It releases, or it starts releasing, I believe, from November 18th, and that's in America. It's coming to Europe, I believe, on the 21st of November. Yay, staggered releases.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
So you can actually choose your different voice, which is quite cool. They've done, I think, 2 or 3 different voices for the various characters. You can also, you can change the name of your character, but I'll come to that later on. But yeah, so it's quite different for me. But I do like RPGs. Just for me, I often have to find one that really does immerse me in the story and immerses me in the landscape so that I actually just get lost in it, and to the point where I don't need to follow the main quest, and I'll just wander around for ages having fun. You can even change the position of your Adam's apple, which is pretty detailed customization. I quite like it. Gave myself a pretty beastie scar. I like to think that my character managed to just dodge a fatal sword slash to the face, but it did leave me with a pretty nasty scar. But the girls love it. They love it. Totally dig a man with scars, right? And got to give myself some crazy green eyes, which actually green eyes work quite well for the story of this game, but I'm not going to reveal much about that, if anything, to be honest. Part of that was in the kind of embargo stuff, or this is why I'm not allowed to record the prologue, because it's very much story driven and they don't want me to spoil that for any of you. So I'm not going to, but I can tell you that the prologue is ruddy awesome. Really nice, good setup, introduction to the story. And for someone like me who's not really been into the other Dragon Age games before, I was able to get straight into this one, following, you know, I guess the rise of the Inquisition. So you can also, I'll put a link to it in the description if you want to take a look at kind of the world map that you can interact with in this game. I'll put it in the description. I wasn't sure completely, due to the kind of embargo details, whether I was allowed to record it or not, so just to be safe I kind of left that part of the recording out, but you can go take a look at the world map on their website if you want to see what you've got. You can change yourself to a nice bearded, whited wonder. Be Gandalf. I might actually try and make Gandalf with the mage. But for regulars on my channel, or for newcomers on my channel, would you like to see a full Let's Play of this game when it is released? Because actually I'd be very interested in making one. Probably making episodes around 40 minutes long or so, may even live stream some of it. But it does feel like an RPG which I've been waiting for quite some time, that's just been able to drag me in completely.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
As long as the job gets done.
So there we go, we've got two voice options for my character there.
You leave me no choice.
No, leave me no choice. I just hope I can help.
You leave me no choice.
You leave me no choice. So you've got a see, kind of varying pitch there and tone.
As long as the job gets
done.
So
you can change it up a little bit. You can create exactly the same character, and just the voice will probably add a different start to it. And this is where I absolutely fail with using the Razer keyboard, trying to spell Lionheart. I was not used to the kind of chiclet Razer keys. So we're done with creating our character. We're going to jump onto the kind of main gameplay that I can show you, which is scouting the Hinterlands, or scout the Hinterlands. So we're going in to check out that area. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We located Mother Giselle, and we are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That will be hard to do without the troops to push the apostates and Templars out of the area. Commander Cullen asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horsemaster of Redcliffe, who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Lead Scout Harding. Sure thing, buddy. So, that gives you kind of a little taster of the story, but no big spoilers. So we're going to venture forth. And you get a party selection screen, so I assume as you'll meet more characters in the game, you'll get to choose who you want to take certain areas. We've got Varek, Cassandra, and my lovely mage friend. So that completes my party along with me as a rogue. Yeah, it's good. But obviously you can customize this up however you want, and as you get more characters, you know, you could go for, I guess, I don't know, I don't know what other characters are out there to meet, but you could probably go pretty mage heavy if you wanted to. So it's a nice little loading screen, and then we arrive in the Hinterlands.
It's an honor to meet you, my lord. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. Well, all of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Wow. So, when you interact with other characters, you get
Pleasure to make your
various
acquaintance.
options which will help shape
business. The situation's
the outcome and the direction your character
we came
takes
to
and
secure
how they
horses
react with
from
other
Red
characters.
Cliff's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
No time to lose. So essentially we've got to find the Horsemaster, get some horses, and clear the crossroads and other areas in the Hinterlands while we go. But I thought I'd show you the graphic options because obviously I'm playing this on PC. It is available on Xbox and PlayStation as well. But I want to show you some of the PC options because that's obviously quite important to see how high you can customize these things. The preview demo rigs we were using at the event, I believe, I couldn't get a full list of the specs from them, but it had, I believe, an AMD, I think it's a 290 in it, and I assume it probably had an i5 or i7 with about 8 gig of RAM. So as you can see, the graphics are pretty much cranked up to their either their highest or near highest there, and hopefully this video will represent that, even with a little bit of rendering down. This obviously is only recorded at 30 FPS because this was before the 60 FPS update for YouTube came out, and I didn't have a 60 FPS capture card with me, so I had to go with what I had. So I'm going to show you the kind of first little bits. I'm cutting between basically 3-4 hours of footage here to compile it into a 1 hour first look preview, and I'll be adding that with some commentary as we venture around. So let's just have a look at the UI while we're having a little wander around. Down the bottom we've got my abilities. I've got potions set to 9, and then we have various kind of party group controls on the far side there, Y, H, K, etc. We've popped up to the Hinterlands map, which we'll have a look at continuously. Keep coming back to that throughout this preview. I just thought I'd show you some of the abilities trees that we can get for my level 3 rogue. So you can see this is how you level up different skills. You put points in when you gain a new level, and you can see the various skills I've gained. You've got my attributes and behaviors. So you can tweak this. This is mainly for when AI is on, well, rather you're not controlling this character, because you can switch between any of the 4 party members whenever you want. So you can tweak how you want the AI to use your character's mana pool and potions and things like that. So currently I'm starting off by actually using my rogue character here. So I've got 2 daggers, but we've also got a mage, we have a melee fighter, and we have another rogue who's equipped with a pretty mean crossbow. And probably you'll see me sporadically keep on randomly punching things, because that's bound to like left click. And again, I'm not used to these controls that much when I went to play this preview. I was trying to use my leap there, but I missed a ram. I was trying to kill the ram, and quite honestly, by just randomly following that ram, we found some rebel spellbinders.
Apostates!
The apostates attacking some scouts, so I decided to intervene and lay down some rogue action on their faces. And hopefully you guys will probably get this sense of what I thought of the game throughout this commentary and this preview. But this is what I meant when I said earlier that a good RPG for me is one that I can just get lost in and follow all the little side quests, rather than having to focus on the main quest, which you can see is kind of denoted by that symbol, by the purple ring there on the map. So going around looting the bodies, just getting bits. I've got a letter, and that'll find new little side quests and things like that, which is good. But yeah, instantly I found it, and I was instantly drawn into the story. For some RPGs, I can remain quite detached from my character, which probably isn't a good idea, because it means I'm not really role-playing enough. But for this game, I really did feel part of my team, part of my group. And I noticed this weird thing over here on the right, which I wanted to check out. Also,
What is that?
elf fruit. Yeah, that's elf fruit. This is the Astrium. Can't say it, but thing that looks at stars. So we're going to click on it. So these allow you to unlock the secrets of the heavens. And in fact, I don't know about the other people playing at the preview event, but I spent my time tracking these down because there's kind of a secret reward at the end, which you'll see if you watch the whole video through. If you're desperate to find out, though, you can obviously skip to about 15 minutes into this video, and you'll be able to see my kind of quest for following the constellations. So you have to recreate the shape at the bottom right of the screen without going back on any of the lines previously. So I had a couple of goes to try and work out how to do it. Also, I was working out if you could leave a line and come back to another area, which you can, which is quite useful actually. Then I worked out how they all connected up, and I was like, ah, no, that's not going to work, Lionheart, what are you doing? This time I worked it. Because once you know, it's quite simple. Go, and then down, up, and to the left, and we've created the dagger, or the sword. I don't know which one this meant to be. It looks more like a dagger. So, depicted as a turned-down sword, the constellation Judax is oft called the Sword of Mercy in common parlance, even though the sword image was assigned to the stars long before Andraste's time.
What is
something. You guys can pause and read it. But yeah, that points out to two other of these astrariums. And the footage I'm going to show you will always link up to show you me finding some of the other ones and what can be found if you find all of them in an area. So within the Hinterlands area, which is the main bit of the game, I was allowed to record for you guys, and I actually stayed in the Hinterlands longer probably than some of the other people at the preview event because I wanted to capture as much footage as I could. If you complete them all, you get to go to kind of a secret cave where there's some good loot. So that's where I went to head eventually, but I followed through some of the main quests in the area and obviously some of the side quests too. So just having a look at some more information about them there. This has a great, wonderful landscape, and you'll see by the end of the video the area that I covered in my playthrough. At the moment you can see just the little area that I found. We decided to go to this, check out this little quest marker over here. And you can see it actually puts a physical marker on in the game as well as on the map, which is good. I like that. And I've now actually switched. I'm toggling between different party members, and I'm now on my mage. I'll give my mage a bit of a go for some fighting. So at the moment he's got his first ability is a barrier shield, which I remember when I played the preview I didn't really look at what it could do that often, and I was mainly interested in doing horrific amounts of damage. What we found here, we found a sketch of Calad's foothold. Calanhad's foothold rather. So you can see there's lots of different quests that we can all go and take a look at. And these rifts are ones that we need to seal up. I won't go into them too much because again that's prologue info, and you guys will find that out when you play the game for yourselves, or when I do a full let's play of the game once the game is released. You can find out more about the story then. But as far as stories go, I quite liked it. That was pretty good. Pretty good prologue. So I'm gathering some iron here. I spent actually a lot of time whenever I see some stuff to collect, I gathered it. Even though I was no way I was going to be able to get to probably a crafting section in the preview that I was playing. I just thought, why not? So we found a rift, and near rifts you'll find demons. So I probably pulled my party through the worst gap there. So they're slowly getting up, but they're all fighting now. And I'm just doing an auto attack now, which does like 3 or 4 blocks like so. Then I whack my barrier down, it gives me a bit of shield. And you see when he slams his staff down, it sends out 2 bolts to kind of, or actually it's like 3 or 4 to go all around. And the rift won't close until I use my main character, like the chosen one, to seal the rift. The glowy green hand thingy. Which is why I mentioned selecting green eyes for my character early on. It actually worked out pretty well for the story. But that means I need to switch to my own character and disrupt that rift. But I was just having so much fun, just wrecking things with this mage. And the staff I've got at the moment is an ice element staff, so that's why my attacks, my auto attacks, are using an ice blast. So here we go. I jump into my main. And I use this glowy green hair thing. And this is that mode I keep jumping into is the tactical view. So you can actually completely pause the game, issue orders to your group, which I should be able to show you later on in this preview. You can issue orders to your group and then kind of unpause the game to see it kind of all chain together perfectly. Which is useful both if you want to initiate and as well as trying to form a retreat. So I quite like that feature. Right, we've now skipped ahead a little bit. We're now coming into a slightly larger fight, trying to clear the crossroads.
They're trying to protect the refugees.
So we're trying to protect the refugees, and we discovered defend the crossroads. So I'm jumping on through. I've learnt a few more abilities. I've now got an execute ability. When an enemy gets low enough, I can just instantly execute them with a huge flurry of attacks. Playing as my rogue again. There we go. You can actually shatter through that ice attack there. Naked lady statue.
We are not Templars. We mean you no harm. Doesn't look like they're listening.
Jolly good. Anyway, so we're clearing out these guys here, clearing some sellswords. Nope, and I'm again holding down my auto attack button with my rogue a bit too much, so I'm going stab everything. Get some weapon fragments. Oh, and obviously you can destroy stuff like carts. Carts seem to be the unmentioned victims of this game. Carts and boxes can be destroyed. And I mean, you know, the cart and box industry of this game is going to be, you know, it's always going to be in business.
More coming our way.
So I've got some more incoming. I think at this point I decided to actually switch to my mage shortly, so I want to do some more damage. But as you can see, my rogue's going in for, you know, those sneak attacks. He can go invisible as well and then jump on in. Cassandra, my warrior, is on low health, but provided we've got enough potions, when she drops to a low enough amount, she should automatically heal herself, as long as we have potions spare. I'm trying to kill this Templar Knight here, with many a daggering. I'm all about the looting. There we go. Right, now I'm onto my mage. And you can see I've got some new fire spells now. Because when I got some more points to upgrade, I was just like, yes, I need to get me some fire explosions. You see that Templar raising up his shield, so that also blocks and weakens our attacks a little bit. So I thought I'd show you some of the other items I'd picked up, and mainly it was this fire staff, this disciple fire staff. So that means my default attack with my mage now will be flames, or we've also got an acolyte lightning staff. But fire for the win. Which element are you with your mage? Fire, ice, or lightning? I was having a look at some of the other items obviously my other characters can use. So this shows you all the various bits you can equip to your character from your infantry. inventory rather. What am I talking about? I don't know. So Solas is my mage here. So we've got a fluorescent cowl. In fact, actually, I think I wasn't on the inventory system. I was actually talking to a merchant, because that's it. I bought the fire staff. So we're just going through and selling some stuff. So reasonably clean interface. I quite like it. Shows your core stats, defenses. Pretty normal for an RPG. Has all the information you are going to need, and reasonably accessible. So no problems with that. We're selling some shadow essence. That always sounds dodgy. Or I don't know what's hiding in those shadows. There we go. Yes.
The Inquisition when Seeker Pendergast questioned you.
So there we go. And then I was looking in with my main to see. I was swapping with him. See if there were any new daggers I could buy of him. There's some army dirks that I could buy with a higher DPS of 105. So I decided to buy 2 to equip to my main hero. So now we go into the inventory system and equip that Disciple Firestaff to Solas. So he has some flaming magic power. So that's his crossbow Bianca. You can obviously, I believe you can upgrade it and get obviously different weapons later on, but he does love his Bianca. Yeah, so we're going to equip these army dirks. It took me a while to work out how to get both of them equipped at the same time. But eventually my brain kicked in gear and we worked that out. So that's all good. Two army dirks. One doing 108 DPS and one doing 105. I assume the one that does 108 that gained it. They were both 105 DPS. I assume that's because it's on my main hand as such, and the other is on my offhand.
Very insistent that I help.
Interesting.
So I've just got to try out some flaming attacks now.
An elven apostate is the one who joined the Inquisition voluntarily.
So having a look at the map, so you can see how far we progressed. Since when I last showed you the map, so we've explored about a fair little bit. So I wanted to go and find more of those celestial star map things.
Yes, sir.
Under protection of the Inquisition, this area now. So you'll start seeing it flooding with characters, and there's events going on all the time.
Are you sure?
Of course.
But we've got to speak to Corporal Vale.
You're with the Inquisition. Corporal Vale, thanks for your help. The Mages and Templars don't seem to care who gets caught in their war.
What's Cassandra doing up on the
Refugees
box?
here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them, cold or starvation will.
Tell me of the
What can
Horsemaster.
you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the Inquisition?
Horsemaster Dennett. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fella. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the Mages and Templars are done killing each other.
That sounds good to me.
Farewell.
And you as well.
So polite. Power. Stabilize areas by sealing fade rifts. Expand the reach of the Inquisition by setting up new camps. And complete quests to gain power and influence. Spend power on scouting operations at the war table to unlock new opportunities. Gaining enough influence increases the rank of something. But yeah, so I can't show you the war table. That was unfortunately one of the things I can't show you. Not in this preview anyway, but that allows you to. That allows you essentially. That's what brought us to the Hinterlands. We had a power point to spend essentially, and we put it into the Hinterlands to go and explore. So that will allow you to help unlock new areas, new missions, new scouting achievements and things like that. So that's all good fun. And again, if you enjoy this preview and you enjoy the look of the game and would like me to do a Let's Play on it, then please do let me know in the comments and give this video a like. It'd be awesome if we get plenty of likes and comments going. It's just great to see your feedback you know, but not just on my gameplay, but also what do you think of the game itself? Is this something you like? Have you played the other Dragon Age games? And do let me know. So we can set up a camp up here. So again, increasing the Inquisition's influence, and we've now made a new quick travel location that we can instantly travel back to if we want, and again unlocked more of the map. We found the Ocularium, and that's where we want to go. We want to keep on going for those star maps. So when you get there, you actually get you get an Inquisition officer turning up, and they'll give you a report. So they might also be able to point you in the direction of a certain quest or things to do, because you know, things will happen. They'll be like, we need more reinforcements over here, or we're being assaulted at this camp. So that, again, that's quite cool. Again, this RPG element. I've not really focused on the main quest. That clearing the crossroads that we saw previously, that was kind of the main thing I had to do here, and then go over to you can see the threat remains. I've got to go to the war room, travel to Val Royu, because we've got all the power that's required, but also I've got to go to the Horsemaster here. But essentially, if I went out of this area and did that, I wouldn't be able to have recorded any more, because apparently things change. Dun dun dun. So using my mage here for more flaming spells. Boom, boom, boom. You can see I'm loving those flaming heat seeker missiles. It's good fun. Also, when you do go back to camps, your party heals up and you replenish your stock of potions. So that's also pretty darn good. So I'm trying to play as her a little bit, or tell her to manually heal herself. I was like, why not? Loot as well. Back to my mage. So I did spend a lot of time playing my mage, and I think in the end I probably realised I should have picked mage, because it's just a lot of fun. I decided to go back up here because I want to try and find that that skull that you can see on the minimap bottom left. That's the Ocularium. You'll see what that does in a minute. So I try climbing up here, interacting with some of the terrain. Probably not as intended completely, and you'll see me do that. But yeah, so as I said, I stayed in this area a lot longer than I could have done, mainly to record more for you guys and get a fuller preview and try out a lot more things, and also because I wanted to find out the secrets of the Astarium, or however you say them, which I'm horrifically butchering every time. Sorry, developers, if you're watching this. If you think this is bad, you should watch some of my Total War Let's Plays where I fail at pronouncing city names. But yes, new people to my channel will probably be face-palming a lot. But if you play the other Dragon Age games, how does Dragon Age Inquisition look so far? Is it shaping up to be a pretty decent game? Because I believe it was delayed quite substantially. So does this look like the Dragon Age game that you were waiting for? What excites you from this preview most? What maybe is slightly disappointing from the preview that I'm showing you here? Is there more you'd like to see, or does this cover, you know, a fair bit of what you're looking for? So we're looking for shards here using this weird skull thing. So we found one over there. One over there. And again, obviously I've shown you all the graphic options there. And performance for me was pretty solid. There was a little bit of, it kind of felt like more like a little bit of slowdown when I was panning around in big sequences, but you can see the landscape around is beautifully detailed at all times. And again, this is using an AMD card, and personally I'm Team Green, Nvidia, please. So I'll see how my GTX 770 copes with Dragon Age Inquisition again once it comes out. And again, I didn't know what processor they were using and things like that on their preview rigs. But it ran perfectly smoothly, so not to say that if you have an AMD card it won't. And again, these settings were cranked to pretty much maximum. There's probably a few I turned down. Extra anti-aliasing and all that. But I do think it looks absolutely beautiful. So we're going to rest up here again just to gain more potions, replenish everyone's health. Look at that lovely little waterfall over there. We found the Blood Lotus. Doesn't sound ominous at all. So again, we're going to go find those shards that we've just kind of spotted. Sliding on down. There's kind of a little slide animation, and you will take falling damage if you jump from too high. I just never found it to be too much. We've got a point to spend. And obviously I wanted to get some more magic. But I thought, I haven't got any lightning magic yet. So let's get some chain lightning. Because that looks good. We had that chain lightning or energy barrage. And I thought, I'd go for chain lightning. I mean, again, the graphics, the effects look beautiful. They look lovely. So plenty of spells and abilities to choose from that you can customize your character with. And we're going to give it a go. We're coming back down here again, down to the West Road. So these guys are back. And we whack down an area effect fire spell. Oh, boom. Chain lightning. Really satisfying to unleash. Homing missiles, go! Some more loot. I do show you the use of the tactical setup, which where, as I said before, you pause your game and then can give each of your party members an order, an attack, or something like that. But for now, I was finding it quite easy just to wander around and swatting things as I went. Yeah, I'm totally making Gandalf as a mage in this. So yeah, definitely if you want to see a Let's Play of Dragon Age Inquisition on my channel, let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. Collecting the shard here, and also let me know if you'd like to see me create a Gandalf the Mage character.
Right.
I'm up for that.
Ominous at all.
Not ominous at all, I know, right? A shiny skull points me to a broken shard. I'm trying to kill this Templar Knight. As you can see, they're well armoured, got a good resistance to magic, but I'm pounding away with the auto attack there. Plus my other characters are jumping on in, doing plenty of melee damage. The lightning helps to finish them off. And my mana is represented by the blue bar, or blue circle that's going around my character portrait of Solaris on the top left-hand corner. So that's where mana is. And you can see my kind of loop of where I've been. And my main character, Lionheart, has gone invisible. This guy's like twitching. So we decided to go up around here because we're trying to find another shard. Up, 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 up we go. Oh, and when that pings like that, I didn't realise at this point, I don't think. But when you see that pinging, if you press V, you'll actually search for nearby objects. So there's obviously a nearby object I could have found. I find out about that later, actually. The tutorial sort of little bit for that doesn't pop up until later on. So I grab a little potion, and then I decide to go through this gap, and we actually find ourselves at another rift in the Witchwood.
Perhaps the Inquisition could determine the nature of these objects.
Killing some lesser terrors there. And again, I've got to get my my main character to jump on in and kill these lesser terrors, or rather seal up the... Oh, here we go. Here, I'm showing you the tactical view, getting Solaris to... Solas, rather. Yeah, I'm even saying the character's wrong. That's how good I am. Oh, yeah. But as you can see, you can jump between your characters and give them all different attack orders. So that will set them up so you can focus on one enemy, pick off weaker ones, flank them, things like that. You can even tell them to position and move places. So while my other characters were busy engaging the terrors, I use that as a distraction to enable me to jump in with my my main character to try and seal that rift. Now some rifts you actually have to try and repeatedly seal to slowly weaken them. But obviously as you're trying to do that, the rift knows that you're trying to seal it, and so tries to defend itself by summoning more agents of darkness or lesser terrors to prevent you from doing that. So in I go again to try and seal it, and you'll notice that it actually changes kind of the name of the rift as you slowly weaken it. So that was changed from like a disrupted rift to a close to a fade rift or something like that. So it was a main rift to a fade rift, a big one to a small one. Anyway, we closed it. Whatever it was, it's down. So we can go back to try and collecting those shards. But ooh, iron, shiny. I should have probably been a dwarf. which Varric is actually. But I was like, ooh, shiny. We come back here and we find some Templars fighting as well against a Rebel Spellbinder. So this is where we use, again, the tactical view to set up our characters to hit them. Get explosive shot there with Varric, and myself, I'm just going to zoom back down to me, control myself, and jump in, whack in some melee. And some auto attacks, and we're all good. Oh, boom. It's always good when the numbers come up in big red lettering. It's good. You know it's good. Big red font. Jump on this guy here. Oh, I missed. Kind of jumped past. I found one here. Oh, and I can kill that one, I think. It's kind of jumped away from me. Cassandra. Oh, Cassandra's down, but we can revive her. But I'm just going to go kill this mage first. Ah, missed it with my attack. But still, it's all good. And we'll go back and heal Cassandra. So you can, as long as one of your party members survives, you can revive them. If not, you will go back to kind of a previous save point or camp. There goes Cassandra with my axe now. Or with her axe, I should say. Big swinging axe. I did actually record some stuff using Varric, the rogue archer, but I don't think it's made it into this preview, the way I've edited up my footage, I'm afraid. But he was good fun as well, using his crossbow from afar. Nice and fun. As we come up here, those troops actually retreated inside this little fort, the remnants of this castle. So I'm taking Cassandra with her big two-handed battle axe. And she's got like a floor smash ability, which is pretty cool. So we're in this kind of under crypt or something like that, which is cool. Some archers. So I'm like, I need to get closer. Oh, ow. Boom. Obviously, as you can tell, she does a huge amount of damage. And I was trying to get the my other characters here just to focus on this big Templar Knight that just attacked Cassandra, because I knew it was going to do a lot of damage. But back to Cassandra, and I couldn't use any spells with my mage at that point because he'd run out of mana, but we whack away with this axe. You can see he's taking huge amounts of damage off them there. And I need to take out these archers because they're hitting my other characters pretty darn heavily. Oh, there we go. Managed to eat a potion. This guy's got a shield, but I tear open, or try to tear open his defences, but it's blocking. You can see the actual shield bounces off the magical missiles of Solas, which is pretty cool. So you've got to wait until you can break through his guard, which my rogue character can do by jumping backwards and forwards behind him, which is pretty useful. There we go. There we go, he's down. And so we've kind of cleared this area. So I think we're going to jump forward one more time. And this is where we're going to be following... I think we're going to be getting a horse now, actually. So we found out about Fort Connor. Lovely. They're sort of claiming this area for the Inquisition. Now running across this broken bridge. And Cassandra's got this two-handed sword now. Found a nice big two-handed sword. But we're running along to find these farms where we can get ourselves a horse. More stuff to grab. You know how I like it. Oh, and a dead cart. But there's a note here. I mean, I've barely scratched the surface with the number of quests that I could have done in the Hinterlands. As I said, I spent a lot of time just playing around, recording, checking out all the various areas that I could, and I had a ruddy good time of it. But as you can see, I didn't need to go off and follow the main quest. I was happily entertained by completing as much of the Hinterlands as I could. I don't know how much I actually really did complete. Maybe if a developer happens to watch this video, they can maybe enlighten me by telling me how much I'd kind of cleared. But I would have thought maybe 30–40% I'd kind of been through. Maybe 50. I don't know. So put it this way, you're at least going to get... You can easily get 4 hours out of this area. Because that's what I spent on it, pretty much. So we found these horse ranch. Found a Juffalo. Found some horses. So I need to go talk to...
This must be Master Dennett.
Yep, go talk to Master Dennett. Well done, Varric.
Might be
And rather than
something
use the
here,
really easy
but take
path,
a
I decided to
closer
jump
look.
up on the rocky approach. So I thought I best go in with my main character, to be honest. I say main character. They're all. The thing is, that's the great thing. They can all be main characters for you. This is just the one I personally created.
What made the mages come here of all
And
places?
once I learn a lockpick skill later on, I can actually, or deft hands find tools, then I can actually get in there. But that's for far later on in the game, which we're not going to be able to see in this preview. But that feature is in, which is good. Open the door. In we go. Master Dennett.
So you're the Inquisition, eh?
Yo ho, hello.
Here you're trying to bring order back. High time someone did. Didn't expect it to be some free marcher's noble, though. Name's Dennett. I served Arleman for 30 years as horsemaster. I hear your Inquisition is looking for mounts.
Yeah, we need some horses.
It is. Can you help us?
It
Not
is.
at the moment. I can't just send 100 of the finest horses in Ferelden down the road like you send a letter.
Why not?
Every bandit between here and Haven would be on them like flies on crap. You'll have mounts once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast.
Flies on crap, eh? Fine. I agree to your
That
terms.
sounds more than reasonable.
Glad to hear it. My wife Elena manages the farms and Bron's in charge of my guards. They'll tell you what they need.
Cool.
Until then, you deserve something better than whatever knock-kneed plough-neck they gave you. The
I
chestnut
don't have a
over there
horse.
is a purebred Ferelden forder. Take care of him, and he'll take care of you, Inquisition.
Oh, Willie. Oh, that's nice. Hope he knows how to make a good tea. So I've just gained myself a horse. And we can see we've got trouble with the wolves for kind of the quest with his wife and his son. We have other bits to do. So Master of Horses, quest complete. We have mounts. Press shift to gallop. The equals sign to dismount. And we can also summon him by pressing that as well. Or hitting the icon at the bottom right of the screen now. On the UI. And we gain more power. Boom. So we now have a lovely horse, which will make traversing these lands a lot faster. He can jump, although I kind of nearly jumped him into a bit there. Can't go in houses with them, which is probably a good thing. Just going to dismount my horse and then phase through it. Talk to Bron.
The Master doesn't want me handing those refugees weapons until they've got any hope of defending themselves. If you put up a few watchtowers, we'd all have more warning before the next attack.
Okay, so I'm in construction
You
now.
said you had a way to help the refugees.
I do. There are too many hills in these parts, good places for raiders and bandits to gather. I've marked good spots on the map. You set up watchtowers there, I'll talk to the Master and get your people weapons.
Farewell.
So apparently that's all we got to do. So away we ride to set up some watchtowers. And we found yet another rift. We do like finding rifts, so we're going to go take that down as well. So here we're using the tactical map to, or tactical view rather, to set up who's attacking where, explosive shot, and I'm then back on my main character. While everyone's keeping themselves busy, I'm going to try and take out this rift to disrupt it. Oh, but I was interrupted while trying to do it, so that actually stopped me taking it down. So I need to kill some more of these guys, although Cassandra's on it with her two-handed sword. So third time's the charm. So that weakens it once. I need to take it down again, I believe. Because it's now still spitting out things, so I've got to disrupt it again. This would be a powerful rift. Boom. But it's still there. It's still kind of shard. So I'll go and kill some stuff with Daggery Fury. Oh, boom. Cassandra knocks him down. Nice. And there'll be flaming and sparking and stuff. Trees in my way. Anyway, so it's kind of reformed again, and there we go. So we can now close the Fade Rift. Boom. Magic green hand. So we're now back on my horse Cassandra's riding. And we finally found the secrets of the celestial star map. Stariums that I can't say. So we're fleeing through all these bits here. We'll come back to that later. But I wanted to find this secret cave, which you can see I've put a marker on it. Oh dear, they're chasing me. Oh dear. Oh dear. Horsey, you can't get this way. No, I will call you Bob. No, Bob, no. Run, Bob. We're trying to run away, Bob. So try and run through the environment because I don't want to get caught up by that fade rift. So we get all the way down here, and we found the secrets. The secrets of what the stars were trying to show us through the Witchwood. So yeah, we've found one of the other kind of factions we're fighting here at the moment, the Apostate. And obviously the other ones being the Templars. We think we found them. So we're going to take them out. So again, we're using the tactical view to set up some attacks. Immolate, explosive shot, and then basic attacks. And I'm going back to Solas here to lightning. Come on, come on, kill him, kill him, kill him. Homing missiles. Barrier myself, to give myself some extra health. Oh, found this guy here. Oh, so much damage. I'm just going to explode this guy here. Boom. A couple of them on low health. It's all good. Nice. So I found there's a few more of them appearing all over the place, so I've got to try and defend. Whacking out those spells. Burning things and exploding things, zapping everybody else. It's all good. So we go through this barrier, and they can be destroyed with enough of the opposite type of elemental damage. 5 areas can only be destroyed by a mage's cold attacks. So obviously I could use my special ability, but it's going to slowly restore itself. So I actually decide at this point it's better for me to switch back to that ice staff that I had when I first started. Thankfully I've still got it, I haven't sold it. So they have the Acolyte Ice Staff. And now we can tear down that barrier with my normal attack. Boom. I'm just going to switch back to that fire staff because it does far more damage, and that's what we want. Yeah, that's all good. So now going in, there's some more mages here. Tactical up. Top an explosive shot on. That's always good. And again, fire, burn, flame, boom. The Apostate Stronghold we've now got ourselves to. Which of course we could have found anyway, but the main bit we wanted to find is after we get through this little area, which is the completion of the constellations in this area. To unlock a secret. So using a combination of more attacks, and I don't know why, I'm just randomly stabbing thin air there. Kill, 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 kill. Ah, nice. Down you go. Trying to kill this rebel mage. Come on, down you go. Nice. I'm killing rocks now. Oh, there's another guy here. There's another mage just spawned in. And as you can see, a lot of my characters are going down now. Cassandra, unfortunately, has gone down because she's been hit by this rebel spellbinder, which I've now. That's why I jumped into Solas to bring him down. Boom. He's dead. There we go.
The King's Road should be safer, at least for the time being.
We still have those Templars to worry about, though.
Yep. So we could go deal with them, but this is pretty much drawing to the end of my preview, but I wanted to show you this one final bit, which is going through here at the back. Got a little chest here to loot. This is what I'd been searching for. I kind of made it my own little mini quest and storyline to find this throughout my preview. So yeah, again, kind of returning to what I said at the start of the video, for me, this is a great RPG because it's drawn me in. It's got me completely distracted from the main quest and allowed me to wander off on my own. And we now open up this and we find there's the Snake Blade, which I could use at level 12. It's kind of a really nice, cool item. So, Astrariums. No, it's not Astariums. Astriumariums. I can't even say it. That's so pathetic. Oh dear, Lionheart. What are you doing? But anyway, we completed them in the Hinterlands. So there's one in every kind of area, I believe, as far as I know. Or in the different areas, there'll be these to find little puzzles. But yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this preview, besides my absolute fail at pronouncing celestial guidance thingies and my characters' names, getting them mixed up. That's awful. But if you want to see more fails and just get generally, hopefully, better combat from me with a Dragon Age Inquisition Let's Play, then do let me know. I do hope you've enjoyed this preview. Look, big thanks to BioWare and EA for inviting me up, and Indigo Pearl as well. Actually, they were crucial in inviting me up to that event. So I can just quickly show you the Hinterlands map, so you can see what I've managed to explore in about 4 hours worth of playing through. There's still a fair bit of stuff covered in Shroud, so I assume there's plenty of quests, and obviously there's loads of little exclamation marks of quests that I didn't cover. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this preview. Please remember to comment, subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Take pride in joining the Legion. Give this video a thumbs up and a like if you enjoyed it. Until next time, ciao for now.